Hey everyone, it's Drew again here, back at PSAPs 2017 with Dr. Cook from Chicago. Thanks for being here with us.
My pleasure.
Enjoying the show so far?
Loving it. Yeah, I always do.
What day did you get in? Thursday or?
I came in Friday morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
got in midday.
Any good sessions so far? Favorite
sure.
sessions?
Yeah, there's always good ones. I think that, I'm interested in facelifting and all forms of facial surgery. So there were some innovative things with the neck. I thought that was always good. Anytime my friend Val Ambrose talks, I'm interested in what he says because he's a very clever man.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to check out any new devices? Anything you're looking forward to bringing back to your practice possibly?
Well, I have a few devices. I've been using the InMode devices, which are really just now new to the market in the United States. The Face Tight and Body Tight.
I just saw their booth. They got a new
I stopped
booth.
by
It looks
and
nice.
that's a very innovative thing. So I've been using that ever since approval from the FDA.
Awesome.
So that's been good.
And what kind of for that device? What kind of treatments?
Well, you can tighten different areas, but particularly since I do so much facial work, I've used it a lot on the jaw border, the neck to tighten. Now, I mean, it's not. If you need a facelift, you need a facelift. But there's an intermediate group of patients.
Sure.
But you can also use it in other areas of the body. So now that the larger handpiece is available, we're going to be working with that too.
Cool. Yeah. That's one thing I've talked to a lot of the doctors about is how a lot of these tools now you can now start to add these different modules that will let you do different things.
Right.
Yeah,
it's very, very helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Let's talk about your practice for a little bit. So what kind of practice? What do you specialize in?
Right. So, we have a comprehensive practice, and then I have a team of people that works with me. So our goal is essentially to cover the whole gamut, the whole spectrum, if you will.
Okay.
Especially as it pertains to the face, obviously, but to other body areas as well.
Okay.
So in other words, we have surgical solutions, we have minimally invasive solutions, we have non-invasive solutions, we have our own line of skincare products, so we cover the whole spectrum.
Awesome. Talk to me about those skincare products. So you can buy those on your website or buy them in the practice?
You can indeed, yeah.
Okay.
They're our practice is the Whole Beauty Institute, so it's the Whole Beauty line of products. And,
awesome.
It's designed to basically simplify medical grade skincare so that it's something that you don't have to spend half an hour every day on, because if you do, you'll do that for a week and then you'll put them away in the closet, right? So, we've simplified the system, but yet at the same time, they're very good products. So they work, they work well together. Sometimes what happens is when people mix and match products from different areas, actually they can cancel each other out because they might be at the wrong pH or whatever.
That's probably what I do.
So the whole thing is very integrated.
Okay, awesome. So we're at the 50-year anniversary of PSAPs.
Yeah.
You've been a member for a little while, right?
I've been a member for quite some time, actually.
50 years? I'm just kidding.
No, I don't think so.
I'm just kidding. Well, talk to me a little bit about this show at PSAPs, how it's been different. I know they're doing a lot of historical stuff at some of the sessions.
They are, yeah.
Talk to me about that, and then also how this industry has evolved really in the last 20 years, how it's changed or hasn't changed.
Well, I think the fundamental issue, for PSAPs, it's always been about quality. Mm-hmm. So I think as long as the organization holds to that, then you don't ever want to give that up.
Sure.
Yeah. So you want to have people who really know what they're doing. You try to do things at the highest level of skill, but also there's an artistic aspect to everything we do. So does that change? Not really. Maybe our understanding changes. Certainly when I think of procedures that I do, it's pretty different, actually. The goals may be the same, but maybe your understanding changes. Facelifting 30 years ago was about tightening skin. Then people began to realize, well, you have to look at volume and how to combine volume with lifting. And then you start looking at the expressive qualities of the face. And then you realize that there's surface quality issues too. So, you do the best for your patient when you stick that all together.
Right. Absolutely. Cool. Awesome. Well, let's jump into just some rapid fire questions I want to ask you about yourself so we can learn a little bit more about you, okay? What's your favorite color?
Favorite color, green, color of nature.
Nice. Favorite sport?
Yeah.
What's your favorite sport?
Favorite sport? Oh, gosh, probably long-distance cycling or tennis.
Really? Yeah. Are you a cycler?
Have been, yeah.
Okay,
Don't do as much of it as I once did, but I always follow it. Yeah.
Okay. Who's your favorite tennis player?
Oh, gosh. There's so many good ones right now.
Are you a Federer, Rafael Nadal guy? Djokovic?
Slight preference for Nadal, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. What were you like as a child? What were you like in high school?
In high school, I couldn't be categorized. People didn't know what I was.
You were that off the wall, huh?
I was a good student, but
okay.
I also ran on the cross-country team, did long-distance cycling.
Okay.
Hung out with an interesting mix of people.
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
We'll talk
Always
about
had
that off camera.
Diversity of friends, yeah.
Cool.
Fun,
okay,
fun
why'd you become a plastic surgeon?
Fell in love with it when I became exposed. I was actually an English major in college, and
that was my major. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Best major you can have.
Yep. Literature and creative writing.
At least the old world English major. Now some of the English departments have gotten politicized, and they're not really looking at the literature anymore.
Yeah.
But when I went there, it was amazing.
I
came in contact with some really first-rate minds. So about halfway through, a lot of my friends thought I'd be an author, but instead, somewhere, probably some family friends or whatever, I decided to look at being a surgeon. So I just piggybacked a bunch of courses on so I could get the sciences out of the way.
Okay.
And then went to medical school. I thought I got really interested actually in neurology and heart surgery. Thought I might be a neurosurgeon or a heart surgeon. And then basically it was a lecture in medical school given by a plastic surgeon at Northwestern. And I said,
You went to Northwestern?
Yeah,
wow.
For medical school.
Great school.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, it was fine.
Awesome. So it sounds like then you've always been an artist. You perhaps were going to chase writing as an art, and then
I grew up in a house that art was always appreciated, shall we say?
Cool. Yeah,
so
great.
Once I discovered plastic surgery, that was it. I said, this is too cool.
Yeah.
And they were really nice to me. They let me all through medical school. I was constantly popping into the operating room, and I subscribed to the plastic surgery journals and all of that.
Nice.
So a long haul, though. I did the full 5 years of general surgery, 3 of plastic. So it was 8 years after medical school.
Yeah, it's a journey for you guys.
Hardcore stuff, yeah, but fun. I'm glad I did it that way.
Yeah, that's good. Do you have any unique talents? Anything patients should know about you that they might not? Do you like to cook? You play music? You a good cook?
My patients know a lot about me because a lot of them are friends, and they've been coming in, so they know a lot of them. I have a lot of interests. I'm extremely interested in music.
Okay.
Chicago's a great town for music, of course. Everything from one of the best opera companies in the world, one of the world's great symphonies, but all the way down to an amazing jazz scene, an amazing music scene. So it's really wonderful.
So music lover.
Interested in French literature and language.
Really? Can you speak French?
Yeah, well, if you talk to a Frenchman, they might disagree.
Yeah.
But I try.
I have no idea.
I went through a phase where I got real interested, so I'd pop over to Paris for a week at a time and study at this little language institute.
Yeah.
Where you just get thrown in with a mix of people.
Wow, that sounds exciting.
That was cool. It's a mini immersion, basically.
Right.
And then I started going to medical meetings over there, which was actually where it was good because I learned about things that weren't even available in the United States. A lot of the hyaluronic fillers, none of them were available in the U.S., but yet they were using them in Europe, so I got to see all of that before it really came over.
How long ago was that before?
That was back about 15 years ago when they first, things like Restylane, and then I remember when Juvederm was introduced in France.
Mm-hmm.
This is way before those products came over to the United States.
Yeah, wow. Okay, last question. If Owl walks in, so our mascot's Irving, he's an owl. If he walks into this room and he's wearing a sombrero, what does he say?
Does it fit well? I might be hard on his ears, I would think.
You're right, because his ears are really stiff.
Exactly. How would he get that sombrero on there? It might be tough.
I like it. Maybe he comes in with a sombrero and he's got holes with it for his ears to go out. All right, cool. Thank you very much, Dr. Cook. Appreciate you being here.
It was fun.
Yeah, have a good rest of your show.